Hello there, film enthusiasts. Today we're diving into something truly unique in Malayalam cinema, Santhoshathinte Onnam Rahasyam. Well, I don't know if I pronounce it really good, but let's go by its English translation. The name of this movie is Joyful Mystery in English. This is a 2021 film directed by Don Palathara, and it isn't your typical cinematic experience. In fact, I would argue it's barely a film in the conventional sense. And I think that's precisely what makes it fascinating. Imagine this: 85 minutes, one continuous shot, two people in a car having a conversation that might change their lives forever. No cuts, no scene changes, just raw emotional humans unfolding in real time. Are you intrigued? Well, you should be. Let's talk about the technical marvel that this movie is. And this is the big elephant in the room. This entire film is a single, unbroken 85-minute shot. In the landscape of Malayalam cinema, this experimental approach stands as a first of its kind. The camera is fixed on the dashboard, and it creates this uncanny sensation that you're an uninvited passenger, or rather a fly on the dashboard. It has this voyeuristic nature, and it's a little bit uncomfortable, but it just feels like you stumble into someone's private moment and you cannot just look away. What I find remarkable about this movie is how the technical choice serves the story. The confined space of the car becomes kind of like a pressure cooker for the characters' emotions. There is nowhere to hide, at least not for them, and certainly not for us as viewers, because we're just watching them inside the car. Now, let's move on to the story and the characters. The plot, if you can call it that, follows Maria, an entertainment reporter played by Rima Kallingal, and Jitin, a struggling actor portrayed by Jitin Puthenchery. They are a live-in couple whose parents have no idea they are together, and if you're coming from an Indian background, you realize how difficult that is. And this is already a source of tension as I said, in the traditional Indian society. But today's journey for them is particularly charged because they're heading to a clinic for a pregnancy test. And the possibility of an unexpected pregnancy has them both on edge. What unfolds next is less a story and more of a relationship dissection. As they drive, they argue, they reminisce, they accuse, and they defend. I think it's a masterclass in how couples communicate, or how they fail to communicate under stress. The brilliance of this movie lies on how authentic these characters feel. Their concerns are painfully real. They are suffering from financial instability, career aspirations, family expectation, and the fundamental question of whether you're ready for parenthood. And then this takes us to the performances. Let's talk about the performances, which are nothing short of extraordinary. Rima Kallingal and Jitin Puthenchery had the unenviable task of carrying an entire film without the safety net or multiple takes or supporting actors or scene breaks. And well, they deliver. And what they deliver is less like an acting and more like existing. Their arguments have the messy overlapping quality of real disagreements. Their silences carry the weight of things left unsaid in relationships. The intimacy they create is staggering. At times, you genuinely feel you shouldn't be witnessing these moments. And that's how personal and raw their performances are. And let me tell you, this film is not for everyone. If you're looking for action sequences, plot twists, or even a conventional narrative arc, you will be sorely disappointed. Because this is a slow cinema taken to the logical extreme. It is a film where, well, to be honest, nothing happens. And yet, you feel like you've watched a really good movie. The external action is minimal. They just drive. They talk. But the emotional journey is vast. Honestly, this film feels like a really good, very well-polished art project rather than commercial cinema. And I think that's precisely what makes it special. It's cinema stripped to the essential elements: humans, emotions, a camera, and time. Now, this movie goes beyond the technical achievements, because Joyful Mystery offers a profound meditation on relationships, responsibility, and the unexpected turns that life sometimes takes. I think the title itself becomes increasingly ironic as the film progresses. Well, where is the joy in this mystery of potential parenthood? maybe the joy lies in the brutal honesty the situation forces from the couple. They reckon with themselves and their relationship. As they navigate their fears about unplanned pregnancy, they inadvertently examine every aspect of the relationship. Their different perspective on readiness of parenthood reflect broader questions about their adulthood, commitment, and willingness to sacrifice. For us, as viewers, it becomes impossible not to reflect on our own life and relationship. How would you react in their situation? What uncomfortable truths might surface under similar pressure? In conclusion, joyful mystery is cinema as experience rather than entertainment. It is a technical achievement, yes, but more importantly, it is an emotional experiment that pulls you into its ultimate orbit and doesn't let you go. Is it enjoyable? Well, I would argue that that's the wrong question. I would say this movie is compelling, uncomfortable, thought-provoking, and utterly unique. It makes you feel something, whether that's admiration for how it was made, recognition in its relationship, or even frustration of how slow it is. It is like eavesdropping on a couple's most private conversation. These films give you access to something you're not meant to see, and therein lies its strange power. Honestly, it's not a film I would recommend to everyone, but for those willing to surrender to the rhythm and intimacy, I think it offers a cinematic experience unlike any other in contemporary Malayalam cinema. I'm giving Joyful Mystery kind of like 4 out of 5 stars, not because it's good, but because it perfectly achieves what it sets out to do. Make you a reluctant witness to life's messy, unscripted moments. Well, thanks for watching. If you've seen this film, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Did you find it boring or brilliant? Let me know, and don't forget to subscribe and like for more reviews of this unique cinema around the world.